an amazing feeling to be here and be a part of this.
Yeah, no, it is. It's getting real now. It's been a long couple of weeks, more so for all of us. But I think Brownlow medal Sunday night sort of put everything in motion. You know, that's always been the kick-off to grand final week. So no, that's when it got real for me, and seeing all the familiar faces around town and catching up with Granny now. So no, it's exciting. Can't wait.
Have you thought about what it'll feel like?
So, well, the really important thing is it's not about me, you know. It's about Melbourne and the team. But you'd be lying to suggest that you don't. You know, it's been such a long time for us Demons that your mind doesn't wander there, and ultimately it means bugger all what I think. You know, I'm going to hope and pray that Melbourne win. That's the reality. As Grant, he's got a bit more say in things because he's at the club, but no, we're all in the same boat, and unashamedly starting to get a bit toey and a bit nervous, and I'm looking at that thing and think I'd like to see that going home with Melbourne.
Well, how nervous are you?
No, I'm all right, Rob, at the moment. So it's funny, people ask like I'm a player, so no, I don't get animated at footy, and I don't watch much anyway, so we work obviously, but times that I just go to watch, I'm surprisingly calm, but I think this has got a whole different feel about it, so yeah, the guts will be going.
So you are a dispassionate observer normally as a commentator and stuff, this can't be that.
No, I can't, and I'm not working on Saturday, so I'll do my stuff for Fox, but that finishes by whatever, and I'm not calling the game, so I'll be a rusted on Nuffy Melbourne supporter for the game, no doubt about it. So yeah, there won't be anything dispassionate about Saturday.
Through your various media roles, you must have a feeling of what this means to everyone connected with Melbourne, past players, supporters, everyone.
Yeah, and the thing that helps you with that feeling is that you just take yourself back to 2016 and you saw what it did for the Western Bulldogs, because there was, they were 54, and you go back another step to the Sydney Swans, the 70 odd years, and then before that it was Geelong in 63. So you sat back and looked at all that and you thought, I want that feeling. So yeah, it's and all Melbourne supporters are the same, and it's extrapolated by the fact that they're all 90% of them are at home in Melbourne or around the country rather than here, and that's the ironical thing about it, and the tragic in terms of Melbourne supporters' story to it all, and that's what makes me sadder and makes me appreciate the fact that I am here more than anything.
How hard is it for Simon Goodwin as the senior coach to try and acknowledge the history and what it means to Melbourne Football Club without making it a distraction and adding to the pressure on the players? Yeah,
well, I don't know how good he will embrace it, but you wouldn't ignore it. It's there, it's in front of your face every day, so they're acutely aware of what it means to Melbourne people. They have been so good in trying to remain in touch with their supporter group, and the history. I think the history of the footy club should never be denied, whether it's a tragic history or a really successful one. So no, he will have handled that, and they seem to me to have found a really nice balance with it all.
Sense that the players have the maturity, the capacity to sort of compartmentalise, the history, the weight of expectations.
Well, I only go on how they've handled themselves to date, and they've been magnificent. Their first final against Brisbane, I think we all sat there and thought it was a bit of a 50-50 bet, and they handled it really well. And then what they did here a couple of weeks ago, 10 days ago, suggested that they're in the right frame of mind. So I don't have any issues about whether they're going to handle the occasion.
Gary, have you had much of a chance to maybe get down to a couple of the trainings and sort of touch base, or have you just tried to sort of keep your distance a little bit?
No, I've been down. I went down for work and interviewed a lot of the boys, 6 or 7, and I was lucky. I had good 15 minutes with 7 other players, and then spoke with Goody and Adam Uzo as well, who I played with. So that was great. Got a good sense of everything. My employer made a strategic decision not to send me to the Western Bulldogs. It's probably a good move, and so no, it's really good. And I did say, recently that of the 7 players, 6 of them were just cool and calm and looked like they could, it was a Sunday stroll, but there was one sitting there that looked to me like he wanted the ball to bounce pretty quickly. I think most of you could guess who it is. He wears number 7 and he looked at me like he was ready to go. So everyone's a bit different, but no, they were good, and I was appreciative of being given some time with them.
It's a shame. I mean, we're all excited. You're in the West, obviously, to have a grand final here, but given the fact that it's taken so long for Melbourne Demons to get back in there, that's not going to be played in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sombre reality, isn't it? Like there was sort of macabre jokes going around early in the year when Melbourne got on a roll that just be our luck that COVID had hit and the game wouldn't be here, and of course here we are. That Friday night preliminary final should have been at MCC members heaving, and all those sort of Melbourne supporters who have done it pretty hard celebrating, and that's life. That's the way it is. If you gave them the choice of no grand final or the situation that's gone through, they'd be over the moon that their team's in a grand final and they're going to get to watch it, albeit probably at home and just with their immediate family. It's cruel.
Have you seen the MCC members leaving?
Yes, I did, Rob. Back in the late 80s when we made a charge, they heaved right until the ball was bounced for that grand final. Then they heaved in another way. No, they're up and about, the supporters. They're great.
The players and coaches have said they've been a little bit taken back by how overwhelming the support for the D's has been here in Perth. Have you noticed that as well?
I have. I just noticed how excited the people of Perth are about the game, and I have a connection with Melbourne, so they want to talk to me about Melbourne, so I'm getting it from one way, but I'm sure the dogs are feeling the love. It's just great to be here. I mean, that ground is unbelievable. I can't wait to see it, on Saturday. It'll, put its best foot forward. We're lucky to have footy. We're lucky to be here, and the Perth people have embraced the whole thing magnificently, so it's going to be special.
Can you believe, Gaz? I mean, the club got a taste of finals a few years ago, but can you believe from where it was 6 or 7 years ago now, like the turnaround in fortune?
Nah, well, probably a little bit further back than that, Ed, I reckon, but I mean, all supporters of teams who have been through what we've been through, there gets to a stage where you go, is it ever going to get better? And that's the reality, and we were in those dark periods not so long ago. Is it ever going to turn around? But you make some good decisions and you get some people who are ready to take on the challenge, Peter Jackson and Paul Roos and Simon Goodwin, and start making good drafting decisions. And there's no secret formula, you just got to make good decisions. And now here we are. So for those fans of whoever's been struggling most recently, there's hope. You just got to get it right, make good decisions.
What's your view on the pre-finals bye? Would you like that?
I was just talking with Granny, no one knows the answer to that. We might be sitting here in a week saying, gee, 2 weeks off is the greatest thing that ever happened, or we might go, not good at all. So, don't know. I don't know the answer. All I know is Darren Burgess has done an unbelievable job with this group. They're rock hard fit. That is one thing I can guarantee you. So, but not playing much footy in the last month. We'll have to wait and see.
Gary, in your modern lifetime, is this the best?
Oh, hello, Tom. Welcome. A little late. Having another haircut.
Same place you did the other day. Is this the best chance the Demons have had to win a flag in your lifetime?
Yep, no doubt. Played in 2 grand finals. Melbourne, they played in '88 against a Hawthorn team I played in that one, which is as good a team as I've ever seen. And then they played another one in 2000 against an Essendon team that I think lost 1 game for the year. So, yeah, no question. This is the best Melbourne team I've seen. Well, they're playing the best footy I've seen from a Melbourne team. So, yeah, that's no doubt about that.
Does it create a weight of expectation on the players that could impact their performance, or do you think this is like a new Melbourne with talent like Petrarca and Oliver that won't be weighed down by the situation?
No, everyone playing in the grand final's got its own expectation, so you can't shy away from that. That's the reality. That's what makes winning grand final. I wouldn't know, but that's I would imagine makes it so special. Is that there is so much expectation on you, and I've heard Simon say, "Let's embrace that. That's a good thing. Embrace the pressure. It's a privilege to be in the position."